Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Zyori vlog. It's been a couple of weeks since we posted one of these, and as promised last night, here we are. So I have made it back from my trip to Sweden, of course, DreamHack Winter 2012, and then my week following in Stockholm, staying with Mr. Dawes. It was absolutely fantastic. I posted a whole lot of content while I was there. No video content, unfortunately, but I did post two pretty good articles that I was pretty happy with on my website, of course, Zyori.tv. If you haven't checked those out yet, the first one was just sort of about DreamHack in general, the setup that S2 had for Han, and the second one was about the incredible Moon Queen, who had the incredible showing at this past DreamHack event. So I just kind of wanted to say hi, give you guys an update, let you know that the trip went really, really well. I posted sort of a lengthy thing on Facebook talking about how much I was so happy that I actually went through with the trip. As most of you know, I was sort of planning on canceling it, and then at the last second, I decided to go through with it. And I'm really happy that I did. It was really nice to get back and see all of the Han folks that you really don't get to see too often, as we're all from different corners of the globe, especially Orange Esports and some of the other Southeast Asians that were there. That I really don't have the opportunity to see too frequently. And every time I go to an event, this has been something that's happened to me ever since I went to my first MLG with StarCraft. You know, you're at home, you're working, you know, you don't get paid a lot, you're doing your grind, and it starts to get frustrating, and you're like, oh, why am I doing this? Then you go to an event and you see the excitement, and you get some of that electricity inside of you, you talk to people, network, and every event at the last day, I just think, this is why I do this. This is why I'm here. And it just restocks that fuel, you know, that really gets me going, the reason to wake up and be excited about esports and video games in the morning. And in true fashion, I've done that yet again. And it was really, really good and powerful. Not too many people made comments about the whole sniffing incident and all that stuff. A couple people came up to me towards the end, actually on the last night when I was totally exhausted, and made some jokes, and I kind of just stared at them, and it actually really made me feel good, because the people that had the brass to come up to me and make jokes to my face just sort of proved themselves and everyone else around them just how stupid they are. You know, other people that were around even gave them dirty looks and stuff, and it was just so obvious, just like, you're just a lame asshole, man. That's why, it just made me feel good. It made it so much easier to shrug off all that stuff that was posted and all that kind of stuff. So it was really good, and I did meet some interesting new people as well that are gonna help with some future content. And with that, I guess this is a good time to announce, I think we're going to be bringing back the Zyori breakdown. It's not going to be exactly the same. It's going to be once a week instead of twice a week. We're still working out all of the details, but I think we're just going to take that 3 o'clock on Sunday time slot, something like that. Hit or miss, and we have some ideas for a new take on the series. It's going to be a little bit more specific, and I'm actually going to have a team of people helping me write the content. So I think what I want to do is focus a little bit more on the presentation as the host of the show, and a little bit less on actually the content itself. And that was one of the areas where I struggled with it before, was I was doing all of it, and it's a lot easier if you have people that are better than you at Han, that have maybe more experience actually playing, pointing some of those tips out, instead of me having to actually go through and figure everything out the hard way and reinvent the wheel. So I'm actually really excited about that. I don't have an official start date yet. We're still kind of in the planning phase, but it's on the drawing board, and I think the Zyori breakdown is going to be back. So that's really exciting. Of course, News Report is going to continue on with Heroes of New Earth. We are going to have the next episode this Saturday, so that will resume just like normal, and I'm really pumped about it. I want to give a big shout out to Hoagie as well. He'd let Dawes and myself stay at his place while we were in Yangshaping, and it was awesome. I thank him for his hospitality, and a huge shout out to Dawes as well for letting me bunk with him for 2 whole weeks. His family, just very, very nice people. I had a great time, and also a big shout out to Inferno Online. They set us up with a streaming PC and even featured our stream on their projector in the LAN center, and it was absolutely fantastic. I was treated very well in Sweden, and it was nice to be able to work with Inferno and meet some of the guys that make all that esports action happen in the largest LAN center in the world. It still blows my 400 computers. It is insane. There's nothing like it in America that I've ever seen. Maybe in California, but all the LAN centers I've been to have been like a crappier, dirtier computer lab from my college. You know, this was just absolutely amazing. So it was pretty awesome. As far as DreamHack itself, you know, I was really impressed. If you read the first article that I posted on my website, it's pretty complimentary of the way S2 set it up and just the whole tournament in general. And I think it's well deserved. Compared to DreamHack Summer of this year, they really stepped up their game, and it was really, really well done. MilkFat, I think, is doing a great job, and Breaky and Trout sounded great. They were both very generous. I sat in the front row for almost the whole thing, and they gave me a couple shout outs, and that kind of warmed my heart a little bit. Those guys are just gentlemen of all sorts. So it was really a good time was had by all. If you missed the DreamHack action, you should check it out. I guess the last comment I'll make here before we wrap up this vlog is I do have a third article that I wrote, and it's edited and it's basically ready to be published, but I'm kind of on the fence about whether I actually want to post it. And it's some of you have probably noticed I uploaded the interview that Seltzer did with Moonmeander after Complexity lost the TDM in the finals, and he says rape several times in the interview on the main stage, and she makes a comment about it, and I wrote an article about that lingo and gamer stuff, and I'm holding off on posting it because I'm not sure I really like the tone, but I was disappointed, I guess you could say, to hear that kind of vocabulary on the main stage in front of an audience that large. So and maybe it'll come out in a couple days, but I'm really excited about some of the writing that I've been doing, and of course the breakdown coming back. So plenty of stuff on the horizon, guys. As you can see, I still have yet to unpack my bag. That is my suitcase sitting there. I kind of got home last night and rolled into bed after a 30-hour travel day. So yeah, my whiteboard is hung up though, so that's good news. Also, we are gonna have a change of scenery yet again. Things are moving around in my house for the third time in a month, and I actually do have an office space now with a nice backdrop and all sorts of stuff. So we're gonna be shifting again for when the breakdown comes back. This will not be the background because I know it looks atrocious. The backlighting, everything about it's awful, and it's temporary, believe me. So on that note, guys. Glad I went to DreamHack. Some of my esports fire has been reignited here, and there will be more video content coming your way on ZyoriTV. So sit tight, be kind to yourselves, be kind to each other. We will certainly see you on a future cast.